There is an island in the Mediterranean where prosperity is a way of life. Since ancient times, Cyprus has been a stepping stone between civilizations. Graced with vast stretches of coastline and 340 days of sunshine per year, Cyprus is a natural paradise. A warm and friendly lifestyle with a vibrant culture and art scene. An excellent sampling of Mediterranean tastes and a love of leisure. From its secluded beaches to its majestic mountains, Cyprus is a world of everything. Taste its flavorful gastronomy. Get to know its rich and fascinating history. Cyprus's unique advantage make it not only an amazing place to visit, but also one of the best destinations to call home. Residents and tourists alike enjoy all that Cyprus has to offer, whether it's the friendly warmth of the local people or the warmth of the island's sun. Cyprus welcomes the world.
Diploma credits, the new era of online education, the fast-track online solution to higher education. Live, work, study anywhere in the world and at your own pace. Earn a bachelor degree in just 18 months, endorsed and accredited by OFQUAL Qualifications UK and accepted by WES. Created for the new generation of students that want to accelerate their lives with globally recognized degrees and begin their career in business, hospitality, healthcare and information technology. Study at your own pace, at your own time, at your own convenience. Completely online and no exams. All diploma courses are assignment-based. For all ages and genders with no discrimination of cultural background.
Diploma credits is the new era for higher education.
Earn your advanced entry diploma course by a simple online application procedure and enter the world of the modern online education era.
My name is Ali Khayat and I'm currently completing my level 4 diploma. I heard about diploma credits through my education consultant and how it's a fast-track entry into universities in Cyprus and in the United Kingdom. I was only 17 when I graduated high school, therefore I was not ready to travel and study abroad for university. Diploma credits was the best option for me, and it also allowed me to enter as a sophomore in the university that I wanted to continue my studies at, which is University of Nicosia. My consultant also helped me through the application process and the payment process, which made it fairly easy. I recommend diploma credits for anyone in a similar situation as me.
Dear graduates, congratulations on your graduation. Now you are stepping towards your future, towards your bright future. On behalf of the American University of Cyprus administration and family, we wish you all the best. I am addressing you from Larnaca in Cyprus, and I must note that Cyprus is one of the safest countries in the world. In Cyprus, you will have an excellent experience. You will get the best education with the best hospitality ever in the world. The American University of Cyprus, AUCY, is an internationally accredited university, mainly in Europe through DBAE and the Ministry of Education and Higher Education in Cyprus. At the same time, we have affiliations with universities worldwide, like University of Massachusetts, UMass in the United States. AUCY teamed up with UNITAR, which is the educational department of the United Nations. At the same time, we have universities like Berlin Technical University, like Diplomacredits in Greece, American University of Athens, American University of Armenia, American University of Malta, Notre Dame University, etc., etc. I must note that all our programs are offered in the English language, even the MBA program and our Masters in Real Estate Management. We have a very generous scholarship and financial aid system where we allocate scholarships and discounts to even international students that are coming to AUCY to study. At AUCY, we have a multicultural environment where we have students coming from all over the world. At the end, I want to wish you all the best, and if you wish to apply to AUCY, please contact our partner, Ms. Andrie Steliou. Good luck and see you in Cyprus.
Across the Mediterranean, a new kind of learning is taking shape. In simulation theaters, in robotics bays, in waterfront labs, minds press questions that matter. How can the spaces we live in adjust to our needs? How can food itself become medicine? How can we design a world that knows us well enough to care for us? Because knowledge is worth little unless it improves a life. Until it sharpens thought, strengthens body, and widens what a single day can hold. So we cultivate minds that code, draw, debate and dare. Minds that will soon ask the buildings around them to breathe, ask their cities to protect the vulnerable. Ask discovery to serve humanity first. Because in a post-AI world, the boldest act is keeping humanity at the core. University of Nicosia. Think big, evolve.
There is an island in the Mediterranean where prosperity is a way of life. Since ancient times, Cyprus has been a stepping stone between civilizations. Graced with vast stretches of coastline and 340 days of sunshine per year, Cyprus is a natural paradise. A warm and friendly lifestyle with a vibrant culture and art scene. An excellent sample of Mediterranean tastes and a love of leisure. From its secluded beaches to its majestic mountains, Cyprus is a world of everything. Taste its flavorful gastronomy. Get to know its rich and fascinating history. Cyprus's unique advantage make it not only an amazing place to visit, but also one of the best destinations to call home. Residents and tourists alike enjoy all that Cyprus has to offer, whether it's the friendly warmth of the local people or the warmth of the island's sun. Cyprus welcomes the world.
Diploma credits.
The new era of online education, the fast-track online solution to higher education. Live, work, study anywhere in the world and at your own pace. Earn a bachelor degree in just 18 months, endorsed and accredited by OFQUAL Qualifications UK and accepted by WES. Created for the new generation of students that want to accelerate their lives with globally recognized degrees and begin their career in business, hospitality, healthcare, and information technology. Study at your own pace, at your own time, at your own convenience. Completely online and no exams. All diploma courses are assignment-based. For all ages and genders with no discrimination of cultural background.
Diploma credits is the new era for higher education.
Earn your advanced entry diploma course by a simple online application procedure and enter the world of the modern online education era.
My name is Ali Khayat and I'm currently completing my level 4 diploma. I heard about diploma credits through my education consultant and how it's a fast-track entry into universities in Cyprus and in the United Kingdom. I was only 17 when I graduated high school, therefore I was not ready to travel and study abroad for university. Diploma credits was the best option for me, and it also allowed me to enter as a sophomore in the university that I wanted to continue my studies at, which is University of Nicosia. My consultant also helped me through the application process and the payment process, which made it fairly easy. I recommend diploma credits for anyone in a similar situation as me.
Dear graduates, congratulations on your graduation. Now you are stepping towards your future, towards your bright future. On behalf of the American University of Cyprus administration and family, we wish you all the best. I am addressing you from Larnaca in Cyprus, and I must note that Cyprus is one of the safest countries in the world. In Cyprus, you will have an excellent experience. You will get the best education with the best hospitality ever in the world. The American University of Cyprus, AUCY, is an internationally accredited university, mainly in Europe through DBAE and the Ministry of Education and Higher Education in Cyprus. At the same time, we have affiliations with universities worldwide, like University of Massachusetts, UMass in the United States. AUCY teamed up with UNITAR, which is the educational department of the United Nations. At the same time, we have universities like Berlin Technical University, like Diplomacredits in Greece, American University of Athens, American University of Armenia, American University of Malta, Notre Dame University, etc., etc. I must note that all our programs are offered in the English language, even the MBA program and our Masters in Real Estate Management. We have a very generous scholarship and financial aid system where we allocate scholarships and discounts to even international students that are coming to AUCY to study. At AUCY, we have a multicultural environment where we have students coming from all over the world. At the end, I want to wish you all the best, and if you wish to apply to AUCY, please contact our partner, Ms. Andrie Steliou. Good luck and see you in Cyprus.
Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to all of you who have joined today's webinar on study opportunities in Cyprus. My name is Priyanka Uttikar. I'm a marketing executive at Diplomacredits, and I'll be your host for this session. So before we get started, let me quickly introduce the team behind today's event. Ms. Andrie Steliou, ma'am, she leads our academic department and supports students with all academic guidance. Mr. Darshit Patel, our international operation head, making sure everything runs smoothly with our global partners. Mr. Alok Ray, our India operation head, handling all India-based student operations and support. Ms. Bidi Thakkar, senior counselor who guides students step by step through their admission journey. And we are also very happy to welcome our special guest today, Mr. Giannos. He is a recruitment and marketing coordinator for international admission at the University of Nicosia. It's known as UNIC. So let me go through with brief about the Diplomacredits. So at Diplomacredits, we help students through two main pathways. The one pathway program for students who want flexible academic options and guided preparation for international studies. And another is direct admission process. For Cyprus, we assist with course selection, documentation, and end-to-end application support for universities in Cyprus. So to take this forward, I would now like to invite Ms. Andrie, ma'am, to share more insights about studying in Cyprus.
Well, thank you very much, Priyanka, and thank you for everybody for being here with us today. My voice might be a little coarse because it's due to the weather. I'm very, very, very happy actually today because we have other people from Cyprus, because Giannos, I'm usually the one talking about Cyprus, so now more people are joining the panel. Hopefully they will believe me, you know. I'm going to show you a very short presentation about Cyprus and you know, the benefits of studying in Cyprus. A little bit about myself is that I have been in education for over 25 years, originally from the United States, but lived and worked all over the world, training, you know, over 180 different nationalities. And we are very proud to be collaborating with the University of Nicosia, also called as UNIC, and we have our special guest here with us today. You will be able to answer questions at the end of the presentations. Anything you wish to ask, please do it at the end. You can also type in your questions. If you don't want to speak, you can type in your questions in the chat box and we will share the answers with you, okay? So please be patient with me because I'm not very good with technology. I am an international trainer, so let's see how this is working. Please let me know if you can see it, Priyanka.
Yes, ma'am, we can.
Might show from here. Okay. Okay. So this is for what we will be having for you today. We'll be talking about Diplomacredits. It's a new consultant office in India, but we have over 25 years plus of experience in education, training, consulting, and developing educational projects, not just for India, but globally recognized educational programs. Okay, so here you can see the CIDIA Awards, which were nominated for Global CIDIA Awards for Development in Education in 2025, and we are very, very proud to have received that with our team. Well, today we're going to speak to you about study opportunities in Cyprus, but not only, and also other opportunities you will have while you are studying. Why are we choosing Cyprus today and not any other country? And I know it's a very tiny island, but the destination is ideal, and it's basically the best study destination in the world because it's located right in the center of the world, and there's a number of options that you can go to any country around the world. Okay. We're also going to speak to you about OFQUAL and fast-track diplomas, which are accredited by the United Kingdom, and they are awarded by OFQUAL. It is an awarding body, and universities globally recognize this as fast-track or pathway programs, and how anyone can save time and money with advanced entry diplomas. Okay. Why study at in Cyprus, for example? Okay, you have all these countries around the world. I personally was training in the UAE, 180 different nationalities. There's endless opportunities to study anywhere in the world. But as I have mentioned before, and as you have seen in the videos, the Republic of Cyprus, even though it's a very tiny island at in the Mediterranean, it is very beautiful, it is very safe, it opens doors to all other European countries, and it's a full member of the European Union. It's globally recognized, high quality education. What you receive here, you are sure it's globally recognized, because many people study, they might, I'm not going to name any countries, but I do have students come to me, they said, I went to this country and that country, and now I don't have the opportunity to go to either the United States or Australia because they're not recognizing the degrees. With the degrees in Cyprus, you will not have this problem. We have, thousands and thousands of testimonials of people that have graduated from Cyprus from all over the world, and now they are living and enjoying their life. You can have a European student visa. Now, I think that's very important because, people think that some countries don't want students and they don't grant them visas. In most cases, many students might not receive a visa for many reasons. Either their documents are not real, maybe they have never ever traveled anywhere in the world before, and all of a sudden, after 20 years, they decide to go get a student visa. So yes, countries are concerned, and this is not just in Cyprus. All the countries around the world are concerned with student visas. We can guarantee you a student visa as long as your documents are correct. Meanwhile, while you are studying in Cyprus, you will have endless opportunities to travel to all other European countries. Now, it doesn't mean that you can go from one country to another without, showing your documents. You will have to show your documents, but because you will be a registered student for a university here in Cyprus, you will have no problem receiving a visa to go to Greece, to go to Spain, to go to France. And this opens, endless opportunities for you. Meanwhile, while you are studying, you will also be allowed to work. You will have, opportunities to experience actual living and, you know, working and exploring Cyprus, because when you're a student, you want to know and you want to feel like a local. You don't want to feel like you don't belong here. So under the government and the regulations of the Ministry of Education, students are allowed to work in specific areas. Now, recently, the Ministry of Education in Cyprus, and because of the need, all right, and the Labor Office, there is a very high demand for hospitality workers and information technology workers. Therefore, if anyone is coming here to study information technology, hospitality, health and social care, you are guaranteed a job, experiencing the whole lifestyle while you're actually a student in that particular region, and you will be getting paid as local people are getting paid. So they will not make any changes or downgrades because you're a student. You will have equal opportunities, which I think is very beautiful here in Cyprus, because it is under the European Union, and they do have regulations.
First happen what Janggini.
Priyanka, is okay? Okay.
Yes, ma'am, please continue.
Okay, please mute. I won't take long. If you do have questions, please type them in, all right? So equal opportunities for everybody that's living here in Cyprus, which I think is really beautiful. And I think it's one of my decisions to actually live in Cyprus, because I see the opportunities that the European Union offers to the people that are living here, but not only studying here as well. Comparing to all other countries, the living expenses in Cyprus are moderately cheaper than other countries. You know, recently I was reading a research, and it was saying that cost of living in Cyprus, that's if you own your own house, all right, or if you're sharing, it's about 900 euros. Now, I don't think you can find anything like that, and you have a very good quality of life, all right? I will show you in the next slide that with 900 euros, you could actually have a good quality lifestyle. And this is what we mean with cheap accommodation and living expenses in Cyprus. The other, I think for me, a very major reason is that, as I mentioned, Cyprus is a European education hub for students. It's the major European hub that students from all over the world, they come, live, work, study, and they feel like they have a family here. That's why many people that come to study, eventually they work, and then you know, after they finish their degrees, of course, they're allowed to have post work visa, and they love it. So there are many opportunities. All the courses are in English, which is very, very, very important. You don't have to, like, I believe 90% of the world is actually already speaking English. So especially in countries like in India, in, you know, in the MENA region, they're already speaking the English language, and you have so much exposure to the English language today through television, through tourism, through, you know, traveling. So your ears are already familiar with, you know, the English language. So you do not have to study anything else. For example, if you're going to go to Spain, you need to learn Spanish. If you're going to go to France, you need to know French. Germany. If you're going to go to Germany, you need to know German. And it's not easy, you know, especially when you're not trained from a younger age to learn that specific language. Because I worked about 7 years in the UAE, I know that many students were trained from a very young age to go and study in, for example, Germany. So they sent them to a German-speaking school from a very young age. So if you're thinking about studying anywhere else that does not have English as second language, not first, you need to start thinking from a very, very young age. All right, it's very important. And also parents need to think about this. So all the courses are in English. All the trainers, the professors, the lecturers, they're experts in education that have been trained and have worked in internationally recognized and awarded universities and organizations. And this is the lectures that you're going to have to train you, because it's very important you have the right lecturers. All right. So we guarantee visa, as I mentioned before, but you have to have the proper documents. Now, for example, I'm going to give an example. It's not a very nice example, and I'm sad I have to actually say it, is that somebody that did not get a visa eventually was because his documents were not real. So you have to be 100% honest, and you have to declare the real documents, and that was possibly a bank statement, or some kind of a recognition. So please don't come back and say, my visa wasn't accepted. It wasn't accepted not because of us. We just gave the documents that you provided us. So all documents have to be real. And I'm saying this because it's so easy now with AI to just create whatever you need, but there's always a way to get to the bottom of things and find out about the documents. So documentations have to be real, all right? Now, with IELTS, I know this is something that is very, very scary for anyone. How am I going to pass IELTS? It's a very difficult exam, to be honest with you. I've been training, like I said, for 25 years, and I'm sure maybe, I need to practice now to actually get that 6.5, 7 that I will need for a master's, not or anybody else will need, because it's not easy. It's an academic exam. But now the Ministry of Education in Cyprus are recognizing other ESOL examinations. And the reason is because everybody needs to be standardized in one classroom. You can't be a lecturer and train students that are not equal to their knowledge. They have to be at least a B2, so which is about on the Cepher scale, it's a B2, which it's about advanced level, which is not difficult to have if you have the right training and practice, okay? So you don't have to do IELTS, but you will need to do another ESOL examination in order to get your entry visa. And in some cases, if you're not ready to do your qualification, it could be an Anglia exam, it could be, a Pearson exam, it could be some other exams that are acceptable. We will let you know once you're interested. And you can do the foundation course either with somebody that you're familiar with, or either through our diploma credits programs, okay? Scholarships, we're very, very proud that even UNIC, our guest here today, can give up to 50% scholarships for excellent and academic performance. And not only so, each case is individually scanned, and they see each individual case, and then they can get the scholarship. If not 50%, they can get something that is according to their financial needs. So we're very thankful that we have universities in Cyprus that are collaborating, and especially UNIC that is with us today. It's a tiny island. It's not just a small island. It's a very tiny island with just 1 million people. And I think that's the beauty of it. You know, imagine living, especially that our panel today is mainly from India. You know, I think 1 million people is probably one neighborhood there, or one event you'll have more than 1 million people. So this tiny little island that is located in the Mediterranean, as you have seen from the videos, you feel like you belong. You feel like you're at home. You have a family, and it's true. That's exactly what Cyprus is. All right. And the friendly people do make it even more beautiful. So they're very friendly because there is many communities here. The Republic of Cyprus was colonized by Britain many years ago, and therefore they have learned how to live with people from different countries. So it's not something new from them, all right? Nothing to fear, because I know many people, if they go to another country, their first fear is, you know, how are they're going to see me? Are they going to see me as a, you know, a foreigner, or am I going to fit in? But the answer is that you will feel like you have a family here. Now, this is a chart of approximate monthly and living expenses, as I have mentioned to you. Rent in Cyprus is not as expensive as many other countries in the world, you know. If you compare Cyprus to the United Kingdom, where you might need like maybe 1,000 to 2,000 UK pounds to live in a nice and clean area. Here in Cyprus, you can have sharing an apartment or even a house, you know, that could be either in the city or a little bit in the outskirts, between 250. Now, I put there 250 to 500. It always depends on your budget. You know, some people say, you know, I want to have my own apartment. I don't care. I can afford it, and I'm having my apartment on my own, and they're spending like over 1,000. So approximately it's 250 to 500. Some even find for 150. Rent prices are dropping now. Sorry, because it is developing. All right. We have the student card for the transportation. And once you are a registered student, you will be able to have a student card. And with this student card, you will be able to use the accommodation and buses at a much lower price. Okay, so this is approximately everything I'm saying. I'm sorry. Food, it always depends on what your, you know, what you like to eat. But again, it's not as expensive as other countries. Here, national health insurance, it should be like 100 euros. I think my O's are a little bit, I have O's there instead of zeros. But you need to think about health insurance. It's very important when you're in another country. Sometimes they say, you know, I don't need it, and they try not to have it, but it's a regulation, and you have to have the health insurance. If something happens to you, or somebody that you know, at least you know they're insured. So we're living in this era now with so many things that are happening. We need to make sure that we feel safe. And I personally think one of the reasons Cyprus is so beautiful is because you do feel safe. You don't feel like, you know, something is going to happen to you, because you are supported by the government, the Ministry of Education, and also the European Union, the Labor Office. So you have a lot of, you know, backup that is there supporting you. Okay, the capital of Cyprus is Nicosia, and this is where the University of Nicosia is located. We're going to introduce Giannos right after me. I know you're all anticipating to hear him, what he has to say about the university, which is the #1 university right now in Cyprus, with nearly 13,000 students, I think, because now they're expanding and they're also going into Greece. So we're happy. It's not just a university, it's an entire city. So what they're looking for Cyprus now, okay, because of its location, is they want to make it an education hub. This is where you can come and study and live and work and experience culture, food, civilization, like you have seen in the videos previously, okay? The official language is Greek, because that is the language that they're using in the government. But I would say 99.9% people speak English. So you're not going to have any problems. It's not like people go to Spain or Italy or France or, and it's very difficult. When I visit these countries, you don't know whether you're buying milk or yogurt. So it's important you're living in a country where you know actually what you're buying. Water, for example, which one should I buy? And butter, easy things like that are sometimes difficult in a country where the language is not English. And believe me, I experienced it. And you're there with your phone trying to Google translate everything. So this is not going to happen to you here in Cyprus, all right? So yes, everybody speaks English. Even my mother, that's 87 years old, she speaks English. International students, you can see from this 1 million, just the international students in higher education is about 54,000. So this is why we're saying, UNIC is the first and the largest university here in Cyprus when you're comparing numbers. All right. The area code for Cyprus is 357. The currency is in euros. All right. Now, some information about work opportunities, because everybody, they think about work opportunities while they're studying. I want to cover something here. I'll just put it here. Anyway, there. Okay. Information about opportunities. You are allowed to work during your studies, all right? But we don't want you to forget why you will be here in Cyprus. You will be here to, yes, get experience, have a good lifestyle, have a good, university life, but you have to keep in mind you're here and you're here for a reason. So working, I say approximately 30, but it's actually 20. But if there is a need for you, if you're in hospitality or IT or something that health and social care, and there is a need for you, they will allow you, to fill in those hours that you will need to help. All right. So during your studies, you can have maximum up to 30 hours. It's actually 20 to 30 hours, approximately 40 hours during your holidays and your summer. We've already have so many students that have graduated and they have found jobs and they're actually living here now. But and we're proud of them because they actually earned that degree and they earned this globally recognized degree here with us. And Giannos will tell you very soon. So once you complete your degree, you will have a post-study visa. They allow you 1 year to stay in the country until you find a job. And believe me, there's no way you can't find a job in Cyprus. because the reason is there's only 1 million people, the population is 1 million, and throughout the year we get maybe over 6 million people that actually come and they live or they do tourism. So it's very high in numbers if you compare. So we need people to take care of those other 5 million people because we can't do it, you know? So there is a very, very high demand for people to actually work here now. And students with their student visa, they can get a document that will say you are entitled to work, and you will have the same benefits as all other students, whether they're from Europe or from, Cyprus. So everybody gets equal opportunities. Many work opportunities, and the minimum salary is about 1,000 euros now. I'm saying approximate numbers now, but the new regulation with the Labor Office has made it 1,000. Maybe they will make it 1,100. So whether you're coming from another country or whether you're already a Cypriot, you will get the same amount of money. Equal opportunities for everyone. Now, people working in hospitality, in healthcare, in IT, they can definitely make 1,500 easily and much, much more. All right. Here you can see some of the other universities that we are partners with, and these are the teaching categories that are the ones that are underlined, as you can see, are usually the most popular. For example, everybody wants to do business administration. It might be easier for them, or they have somebody in the family that already has a business they want to take over. So for many reasons, later they wanted to do an MBA, possibly go to another country. Hospitality, this is the #1 course of study right now, because first of all, Cyprus is an island and it's a tourist destination, right? This is the most important, and there's a need. But not only, you can go to any other country in the world, there is a need for hospitality workers, all right? So it's not just a degree, I would say it's also a passport. Nursing, 9 million nurses are required around the world right now. So if you think you want to qualify to work anywhere in the world, then you can become a nurse, you can work in hospitality, you can work in information technology, accounting and finance, there's always a need. Marketing, there's always a need. All right, so many, many opportunities. Now, we also have, like Priyanka had mentioned at the beginning, we have pathway programs. Now, pathway programs are very important for people that, maybe they had some gap years, maybe for whatever reason were not able to go directly into a university. Maybe now they have reached the age of 30 or 40 and they don't want to start from the beginning because they already have 10 years of, experience or more. So we do have pathway programs where you can actually, enter the university and get exemptions. And this is what Diplomacredits is offering you. And we're very proud to be possibly one of the first consulting offices. And we are the owners of this platform and these courses that provide exemptions to students that wish to advance their entry into a university. So these are called pathway programs. We can offer them to you. For whatever reason, you were not able to go directly into a university, we can help you enter these courses that I have mentioned with pathway programs, all right? The approximate costs here are, for each pathway program, it's about 2,000 UK pounds. It is accredited by the United Kingdom. That is the reason why, it has been awarded by OFQUAL, which is one of the highest awarding bodies in the United Kingdom. It's under the Ministry of Education they have, and there is no doubt that the United Kingdom has one of the best education, universities in the world. All right. So I think you need to be proud that you will be awarded with a pathway or advanced entry diploma, and then you can receive exemptions. Always, it's a case-by-case study. We're not going to say exactly how many exemptions these will be, because it doesn't always depend on the university. It also depends on the head of the department. All the categories of that particular, major you're studying has to be equal. So, for example, if you're going to get a diploma, which is about 120 credits, maybe the program in that university says, some of these titles are different, so we cannot give you the 120 credits, or we can't give you all the exemptions, but we can give you at least, 60% or 70 or 80% of the exemptions, which would be the same case if you decided to leave from one university in Cyprus and go to the other. So there's no way one university is going to give you all the exemptions. And I think Giannos can tell us that later. Approximate costs to get your student entry visa and how to apply. So it's very important, from the beginning, you need a minimum of 7,000 to 10,000 euros show money. So it's like we get so many people that are calling us and they say, you know what, I want to study in UK. And we say, okay, do you have 30,000 pounds? Then they start looking at us, If you want to study, you need to think about your finances and your budget. You might want to fly to the moon, but if you don't have that budget, you will not be able to do it. So studying in Cyprus, you need to know from the beginning, minimum show money in your bank account. If not your bank account, your relative, close relative, meaning mother, father, and that they will sign for you. And we have to show that you are so closely related. So that's the first thing you need to think about, is the show money. Another very important is your passport needs to be minimum 2 years of validation. So if it's going to expire in 6 months, you better get it renewed. All right. All the documents need to be attested and notarized. It depends where you're going to have them done. And first thing you need to have them done, I think it's at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and then you have to have them done at the Cyprus Embassy. Original police clearance, medical, and the first initial payments to get your entry visa, which is about 4,000 euros. So you need to pay the 4,000 euros, which will be deducted from your show money. So the immigration will believe that you're coming here to study, and they will submit for you your entry visa. All right. Once you're in the university, then you can pay, by term or in installments. That is, again, case by case. You can pay the whole amount if you like, but that is between you and the university. And once you enter the country here in Cyprus, we have the 2 airports. It's the Larnaca International Airport, and this is where you'll have to arrive because this is one of the largest airports here in the country. And we have another airport in Bafos. So once you arrive, you have to go to the counter and show them that you have brought with you 2,000 euros in cash. So that needs to be declared. All right. Student visa is managed by the university. So we don't want you to worry, because we filter all your documents and that we make sure they are real and they're complete, and you have all the documents that you require. And what will happen next is that we have to send these documents to the university by courier, because they have to have the original documents. And there is an application fee. If it's waived, we will tell you it's waived, but now all universities are having application fees for their administrative costs as well. So keep in mind, a very small application fee will be there. Now, some other charges will be for your visa documents, your medical fees, your insurance. Some people are asking to bring, a dependent with them. So it is always case by case. Show money, 7,000 euros. I keep repeating that because it's very important, and you have to have it for a minimum of 3 months. You can't put it in today and want to apply tomorrow. So keep it in mind. That's why if you're interested to be ready for the autumn intake, it's good to get your money ready now, all right? And you can withdraw it to pay for your tuition. So it's not like you're going to keep it there and then you need another 7, or which you will need at some point, you know, but at least that's for the beginning. You have to have it there. And this is all from me. We are happy to say that our main office is located in Vadodara, okay? And this is where it's registered. And we do have offices that we're working with in the USA, Canada, and I'm here in Cyprus. Please type in your questions if you do have any.
Thank you so much, Andrie ma'am. So now moving on to our next speaker, I'm delighted to welcome Mr. Giannos from the University of Nicosia. He will share details about UNIC and the opportunities available for international students. Giannos, the stage is all yours.
1 minute, I think before that's it. Yeah, we want to show something.
Across the Mediterranean, a new kind of learning is taking shape. In simulation theaters, in robotics bays, in waterfront labs, minds press questions that matter. How can the spaces we live in adjust to our needs? How can food itself become medicine? How can we design a world that knows us well enough to care for us? Because knowledge is worth little unless it improves a life. Until it sharpens thought, strengthens body, and widens what a single day can hold. So we cultivate minds that code, draw, debate, and dare. Minds that will soon ask the buildings around them to breathe, ask their cities to protect the vulnerable, ask discovery to serve humanity first. Because in a post-AI world, the boldest act is keeping humanity at the core. University of Nicosia. Think big, evolve.
Giannos, over to you.
Thank you very much, Andrie, and thank you, Priyanka. Wonderful presentation, wonderful videos. It is our pleasure to be here today in this beautiful session, and thank you everyone for joining as well. I'm Giannos Tantis, Recruitment and Marketing Coordinator for the International Admissions Department of the University of Nicosia. Let me quickly share my screen. Hope you can all see my screen now.
Not yet.
Not yet, sir.
Sorry about that.
Kasun, did you give him access?
Yes, I have. Yeah, one
Okay.
moment, please. All right. I think now
Yes,
you will
it's
be able to
starting.
see it.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
now it's
wonderful. Excellent. So, the University of Nicosia, as Ms. Andrie correctly stated, is located in Nicosia city in Cyprus, in Europe. We are a highly ranked university and among the top 2% universities globally, according to the latest Times Higher Education World University Rankings. We are very proud of our new project, UNIC Athens in Greece. We will talk about this in a moment. We offer a full campus experience, preparation for global career, And finally, we will see the admission procedure quickly. Geographically, for those that do not know, Cyprus is in the southeast corner of Europe, in the crossroad of three continents, Europe, Asia, and Africa. Fantastic area geographically. Here you can see some different pictures from around the island, beautiful coastlines, architecture, buildings blended with the ancient structure that you can see all over Cyprus as well. Safety-wise, as Ms. Andrie correctly stated, Cyprus is one of the safest countries in the world, and this is not something that we say. It's according to the yearly World Health Organization reports, especially for ages 15 to 29. Climate-wise, fantastic climate with long summers and short winters. And also a big advantage is that the majority of people in Cyprus speak English. You will not have any problem interacting not only with other fellow students, but also with the local people here in the island. Rankings, the University of Nicosia is within the top 500 to 600 universities globally, according to the latest Times Higher Education World University Rankings for 2025 and 26. And we are in the second place, joined in Cyprus and Greece as well. Top 150 in Europe, top 2% globally, and top 110 and 387 in the world in the core areas of research quality. Now, we are not only highly ranked overall as a university, but based on our different subjects as well. More specifically, a business and economics school is within the top 200 business schools worldwide. Our for education studies top 250, psychology top 400, social sciences top 400, 500, and medical and health studies top 500 to 600 as well. So a student, an international student, of course, would like to know that they are going to a university which is highly ranked, and that will reflect also when they finish their studies, either for further studies abroad or in their direct employment. We are also very proud as a university, and more specifically, our business school has recently received the international accreditation AACSB, which is a very, very difficult accreditation for universities to get, and only 6% of schools and universities around the world currently hold. We are very, very proud of this, and of course, our business schools now is in an entirely different level internationally. We are also pioneers in distance learning education and studies. We are highly experienced in this area as well. This is something that we have been offering for many years now. And this is why we have 5 QS stars and triple certification in this area as well. The academic recognition of our degrees and programs is international. All the programs at the University of Nicosia offers either in bachelor, master's, or doctoral level are internationally accredited by the EU authorities, of course, and of course the Republic of Cyprus accreditation authorities and quality assurance authorities as well. We are the largest English-speaking university in Southern Europe. We have more than 100 programs of study under 8 schools and 20 departments. I always recommend to every student or parent that I talk to, please go ahead and visit our website, find out more information about the programs that we offer, the different programs and studies, see the modules that are included in each program, the pathways, detailed information and job opportunities as well for the future. So we have our School of Business, our School of Humanities and Social Sciences, our School of Education, our School of Law, our School of Life and Health Sciences, our flagship, our medical school, one of the top medical schools now in Europe, our School of Sciences and Engineering, and our School of Veterinary Medicine also. Under our medical school, which is the first medical school to be opened in Cyprus, And 100% of our graduates are currently working from our medical school in some of the best medical centers and clinics around the world, either for their residency training, internships, or research. And of course, our medical school is listed under the World Directory of Medical Schools. So under our medical school, we have our Doctor of Medicine MD degree, which is a 6-year degree aimed for high school graduates. For those that already hold a bachelor degree in a medical related field, we have our 5-year degree GMD program, Doctor of Medicine Graduate Entry. We have a couple of science master's programs, the Master of Science in Family Medicine and the Master of Public Health, which are both online degrees for either practicing doctors, new graduates, or working professionals, a PhD in medical sciences, and our Doctor of Veterinary Medicine DMV program under the School of Veterinary Medicine, which is a 5-year degree, again aimed for high school graduates. Now, a few information about our new project, our UNIC Athens branch campus in the beautiful city of Athens in Greece. For those that do not know where Greece is approximately, is also in the Mediterranean, next to Italy and many other countries. Again, geographically, Greece is very, very well in the beautiful Mediterranean Sea in the South Europe as well. Our university will be located in this area, the beautiful Ellinikon area, which is a multi-billion euro project by the government of Greece. And it's also a multi-million euro investment by the university. We will be the only university in this beautiful reconstructed area in the Ellinikon, which is, by the way, the old airport area of Athens. We will start off next year for the fall 2026 semester for international students with 9 programs of study: accounting, business administration, computer science, data science, the Doctor of Medicine MD degree, marketing management, pharmacy, psychology, and law. A full campus experience. We are an international university. We have more than 11,500 students currently studying at the University of Nicosia. We have students literally from all over the world, from all the corners of the world. We have an expansive modern campus, the unique city as we like to call it, with more than 20 purpose-built and customized buildings around this area. We have our hotel-like unique residences, more than 70 restaurants and shops within walking distance. And there is, of course, an abundance of activities and sports through this vibrant student experience and campus. Here is a panoramic chart of the unique city. As you can notice, all the buildings are close to each other, and this is done on purpose, so it will not be difficult for you guys to go from one side to the other. And here are some different pictures of our areas and buildings. For example, in the top right corner, you can see our medical school building, a fantastic building with an in-house library just for our medical school students. Next to that, our state-of-the-art architecture building for our architecture, arts, design students, and so on. Our exterior amphitheater, which we also hold our yearly graduation ceremonies, and a panoramic view of the unique city, as we have said. And here are different pictures from around the areas and our students. A vast area, a fantastic area in the blasting area of Fengomi in Nicosia. And here you can see our 3 residence complexes, the 6-day U and the Triangle. As I'm sure that you will notice, they look more like luxury hotels rather than the typical student residences we usually find in study destinations. And of course, we have quite a lot of demand for them every year. So I always recommend apply as early as possible in the academic year. You need to have at least a conditional offer letter so you will be able to apply for our residences. So In the worst case scenario that you do not manage to find accommodation in our residences, do not worry. Our accommodation department will assist you in finding an alternative place around the university area. We have a lot of collaborations with real estate agents, private owners, and other accommodation facilities as well. As a university, we cooperate internationally with a lot of popular organizations, global huge firms around the world, and we take advantage of these to promote our students as well. We organize very, very often different job fairs and events. We invite all these companies and organizations in Cyprus, and in our university, the students have the ability to interact with them, to discuss job opportunities, the environment, and even submit their CVs. So as a university, of course, we are an international university and we have global international collaborations with all these huge companies. We have introduced also our Student Ambassadors platform. This is a platform accessible from our website. Please feel free to go and start chatting with our student ambassadors. We have student ambassadors from all over the world, current students that are studying now at the university. So through this pathway, you can find more information about the university, the specific programs of study, the life in Cyprus, and all that. So I always recommend go ahead, start chatting with our student ambassadors. It will be for sure a pleasant experience. As a university, we offer, of course, a student-focused environment with a low student-faculty ratio for personalized education, continuous academic support throughout your studies, and we, of course, have innovative teaching methods to promote, of course, collaborative learning and critical thinking. And as we all know now, AI is a part of our life. The university, of course, has introduced AI in all teaching methods and structure of the university as well. We offer a rich student life, also an unforgettable experience. We organize day trips around the island, concerts and festivals, parties, theme nights, competitions, charity bazaars. We have different student clubs that you will be able to participate as well, and even organize events on your own. And of course, we have our alumni reunions very, very often. Here you can see some different pictures of our students from day trips, our Eagles team, our sports team, which you will be able to participate in the different sports teams that we have, either for recreational or professional purposes, and different pictures from around the social events that we organize for our students also. Our sports teams dominate the local and European championships. And some information about the admission procedure. For the bachelor degree applications, we will of course need a recognized high school leaving certificate or equivalent. And for all the programs that we offer, we also need a proof of English language knowledge. As Miss Andrie stated, of course, IELTS, TOEFL, IGCSEs, Anglia examinations, IB, all these well-known examinations are accepted by the university and our Ministry of Education here in Cyprus. And in the worst case scenario that a student does not have an English language qualification, or they might do not want to do one of the well-known examinations, or they even might have something that has recently expired. The university is a testing center for the password English skills test, which is an online test offered by the university. This test was designed by Cambridge Examinations, and we offer it as an alternative test in these scenarios that I have just said. And it has only a cost of 90 euros through the university, and we can also use it and submit the results during the visa application to the migration authorities. Now, some of our programs, as with any other university around the world, have additional entry criteria, which you can see here. Depending on the program that you would be interested, of course, our student advisors and international admissions team will be able to assist you and advise you on what is needed. So you would be able to apply to the university. And here you can see the different admission requirements for master and doctoral degrees as well. Now, for someone to apply to the university, there are 3 application forms: the general application form, the consent form, and the health history form. We need a copy of the passport of the student initially. The academic documents that we just saw in the previous slides, and depending on the level the student is applying for, bachelor, master's, or doctoral level. And there is a €60 application fee once all these are gathered. And if they choose to go through the password test fee, there is an additional test fee of €90. We have 2 intakes per year. The fall intake, which is our main intake and starts usually at the end of September each year. And we have our spring intake, which usually starts at the end of January, early February. The majority of our programs are offered also through the spring intake, but not all of them. I will give you a couple of examples. Our medical school programs are only offered once a year and through our main intake, the fall intake. Architecture, psychology as well, and a couple of more programs are also offered once a year. So have that in mind for future reference. As Ms. Andrie stated, the universities in Cyprus are responsible for assisting with the visa application and the visa procedure. The student will only have to gather and probably certify a specific set of documents as part of their visa procedure and after their academic acceptance. And these documents, once ready, they will have to be sent to us in Cyprus. So we then evaluate everything. We submit the full application on behalf of the student to the local migration authorities and department. We follow up with them, and finally we get the visa, the entry permit, so we can send it to the student and they will be able to travel and enter properly the Republic of Cyprus. And finally, as a university, of course, we offer different scholarship programs, schemes, and financial aid pathways. We have our academic merit scholarships, so we evaluate the academic background of the specific student that has applied for this scholarship, and we allocate the related scholarship percentage to their studies. We have the athletic scholarships for those that are professional athletes. Once they come to Cyprus, they go through different trials in the different sports teams that we have. And if successful, they are allocated as well the scholarship. Financial aid for those that require some financial assistance. They submit a letter along with their financial documents. So our scholarship committee can also evaluate their application. Unique academic family scholarships for those that 2 or more members from the same family study at the same time are also entitled to this. And on-campus work-study programs. A lot of our current students are currently working through different areas around the university, in cafeterias, restaurants, shops, library. Even at our international admissions office, we have a few students assisting us with our day-to-day operations. So they are different opportunities for our students. And I would like to also mention that for someone to apply for one of our scholarship schemes or financial aid schemes, they have to be at least conditionally accepted first. Thank you very much. Hopefully that was not too long. For anyone that are interested in applying, please consult with our partners. and we will be more than happy to receive your application for one of our upcoming intakes. So we look forward to welcoming you in Cyprus also.
Thank you, Giannos, for the wonderful presentation. It was very informative and well structured. We truly appreciate the insights you shared.
My
So
pleasure.
now we will open the floor for the questions. Everyone, if you have any question, please ask or type your question in the chat box. We will happy to answer them.
Yeah. Janos, thank you very much. Some people were sending me personally some questions, so I do have them there in the chat box. It was a very, very interesting presentation because, you know, many people, they decide to study somewhere and they don't know what it is, where it is actually, you know. And it was very nice that they will actually know where they're going to study because they don't do their homework, they don't do their research. Somebody says to them, their consultant, okay, you can go and study at this university. It's very nice. It's top. Yeah, but you need to know where you're going, right? So it's a very beautiful, beautiful location. So the first question is, you answered most of them, but the first question is, you said the pharmacy degree was 5 years, and somebody asked me, does that include a master?
Yes, we have a couple of programs that have integrated the master as well as part of the program. So it's a 4-year bachelor, including 1-year master. One example is the pharmacy program. The other one is architecture as well. So they integrate master programs into a total 5-year study. So that's very, very good. That means that you can go directly as a licensed pharmacist or architect and go directly into the market to work. So it's a great opportunity. Usually for these two programs, pharmacy and architecture, you need at least 2-3 years post-study studies, postgraduate studies. So it's a great opportunity within only 5 years to receive a bachelor and a master's degree as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, because the mother was asking me, I said, it's 5 years. And she said, does that include master's? So just to make sure. The other thing is, I would like to introduce another very good friend and also a part of our consulting partners. She's here with us today, Alicia Georgiou. She majors in career orientation. So I know she can't turn on her camera. But if you can just say a few words, Alicia, regarding, you know, how can a student actually, you know, choose their career? Poor kids are 18, you know, they've been pampered all their life, they've been spoon-fed, and all of a sudden the parent says, you need to learn. Go and study. So Alicia Georgiou, and I'm happy to introduce Alicia because she's also from Cyprus, okay? But she's currently living in Greece. And Darshit is laughing there. He's going to say pretty soon she's going to have, you know, a full platform. Yes, I am Darshit. It is a beautiful country, and I just want more people to know about it.
Yeah, no, I'm just happy that your team is growing.
Thank you so much for the presentation. It was lovely seeing my country on display. I actually grew up there, so I know all about my country. So I'm a youth coach, and I obviously coach kids into what they want to do in their career. However, we transitioned from ages of 15, so what they're going to choose for their A levels to what they want to study, and even after they study, what they how to get into the workforce. So even when they're studying, we obviously mentor them, we support them, we guide them, because university life is very, very different than student life. How we guide them with career choice. You know, when I was growing up, career counselors were like, okay, what do you want to study? And it was like, you know, I want to study education, or I want to study fashion. They're like, okay, go. And that was it. And I think kids now are very, very confused as to how to approach this, because we don't even know how the workforce and how education is going to look like in 5 years because of AI. So I think it's very, very important for teens and young adults to have a counselor and an advisor that can really understand what they want, can really make them see what is it they want to study and understand, okay, this is what the career looks like. This is what the career gives you. A lot of students choose careers and they fail to look at what that career will give back to you. So like say you decide to go be a musician. That's great. How hard is it to get into that field? How hard is it to become a successful musician? Where in the world will you have to go to do that? And I think it's so that's what we do. And obviously on top of that, we handle their mental stress, we handle their with their confidence, we handle their anything that they're going through on that basis. So hopefully I'm coming in as the Youth Mentor Hub, which is my company. I can help all teens and young adults going through this process, doing it in a calmer and more efficient and resilient way. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please ask me.
Yeah, Alicia, that's fantastic. Thank you very much for sharing that with us, because it is important. You know, I personally have 3 kids, and at the time when they had to, even though I'm a trainer and I do coaching and I'm in education, you know, when my kids had to actually study, I didn't do it for them. I sent them to an education, you know, consultant and a coach, because emotions get in the way, you know. And then maybe the child will just do, you know. I had somebody that said, you know, I just studied economics because my parents wanted me to do it, but then, you know, I just became a nursery teacher because that's what I wanted to do. So yes, it's very important, especially nowadays with AI and, you know, the social media. Everybody sees all the nice, happy faces online, but they don't see behind the scenes. So Alicia,
Yeah.
we are going to invite you for a special, you know, talk with our teenagers or young adults. I do have another question here, since Alicia is also here. Maybe she would recommend some of this as well. The question is, you mentioned the Ariston career test, Giannos. Is it possible for students to take it at grade 11, you know, before they graduate?
Of course, yeah. They can do it, yeah, through the university. They're more than welcome to do it. So in this way, they can find out which pathways are more convenient, more attractive to them. It's a very useful test, and we recommend it to take it through the university, yeah, of course.
So, for example, the consultant would have to get in touch with the university, and then they would register through the university to do the Ariston
Correct.
test.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Correct, yes.
how old do they need to be to do it? Because I know for IELTS, you can't do it before the age of 16. So you have to be 16 plus.
To be honest, I'm not exactly sure about that. I can look into it and get back to you on that.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
it's good to know
100%
that
sure
it's
on it.
there, and
Yeah.
students do have an offer, because these are very useful. Yes, Alicia.
I have a question, because one thing I always say to the students that I do career coaching with is I have a lot of connections in Cyprus because, as I said, I grew up there, and I always say go and do the 2-week internship or do a summer program within that. Does the university offer summer programs for students under the age of 18?
It's a bit complicated about that, because the program itself has to offer it first, not as a university entirely. We'll have to check on specific requests so we can follow up with the related faculty. If in that specific period, if it's offered, then yes, otherwise they will have to wait for the next available one. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Fantastic. Okay. Thank you, Alicia. Another question. All these questions keep coming into me, you know. So what the entry qualification, you said it's a high school certificate and it has to be, of course, passing grade, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right.
The university accepts different academic qualifications from all over the world. As an average, we accept 60% and above for the bachelor degrees as an average, but that depends on which specific program they're applying for. Some of them require higher than that. And especially for our medical school, requires even higher. It's a 90%, yeah, as an average in their final high school studies. They need to have biology, of course, as one of their main subjects with a high grade, and one of the other sciences subjects like physics, chemistry, or math. And of course, for our medical school, the English language qualification requirement needs to be higher than the regular bachelor degrees, 6.5 to be accurate. That's the same for master degree graduates as well, master degree applicants, sorry, as well, 6.5. And for regular bachelor degrees, a 5.5 IELTS or equivalent qualification with this grade.
Giannos, just for your information, all right, or maybe you know better than I do, we did have one case, all right, where the student did not have a passing high school certificate. So legally, the university was not allowed to accept the student. So with the level 4 that we offered them, all right, the university was able to accept the student and enter, because, you know, when you're, and we have so many things that are happening around the world. We had the COVID situation, we have wars, we have crises, we have mental health, social media, you know, and that particular time, it was during COVID time, you know, and the student did not get a passing grade for his high school. So I'm happy to say that the boy did have a chance to do level 4, even though he couldn't do high school again. You're not going to go back and do high school,
yeah,
but they do have a chance to do level 4, get a diploma, and because that's higher than the high school certificate, then the university allows the student to register. So I'm very happy that's also an option. All right. More questions are coming in. I'm sorry, we're gonna finish at some point very within the yes, Alicia. Is your hand?
I also want to know, because one thing I like about the diploma credits is that it's not tests. And because, again, I work with kids from schools, and we have a lot of kids that do not work well under exam stress. They are not stressful kids, but they do not work well with exams. So like with assignments, they are fine. With kids like this, and maybe like neurodivergent kids, you as a university, do you have some ground basing for that?
So,
yeah,
sorry,
you need to repeat the question.
Sorry, Alicia, you were breaking up. I don't know if that question was for me.
Let me repeat it. I work with students that obviously that may have some neurodivergency or that are exam stress-based kids. So like that's why I like the diploma route, because it's assignment-based. But when they come to the university, how do you work with neurodivergent kids or kids that may have an exam stress-based effect, that it's not due to assignments or they may not have stress, it's literally just due to exams?
The university has different support departments for cases like this, and entire teams supporting the students through the vast areas of their studies in all of their needs. So a student that has these experiences, they do not have to worry. The university is fully ready, welcoming them and supporting them throughout their studies and whatever they need.
Okay, thank you.
Very good to know. Thank you, Giannos. We have Ketan. Ketan? Am I saying?
Yes, I do a
Question.
question. What about dependents? She can come on student visa.
With the student visa, Ketan, unfortunately, dependents cannot be accompanied on that. What they can do, any dependents, any wives, husbands, they can do a separate visa through our embassies or consulates abroad. And basically, they will be coming to Cyprus with a visitor visa for the duration of the studies of the student. That visitor visa usually has a validity of 3 months, but it's being renewed for the duration of the study of the student with a simple procedure through the related department here in Cyprus.
So
Does
after
it?
after the
Yeah.
study, after the completed study, she depending can come.
Sorry, can you please repeat that?
Yeah, like after completed my study, depending should come or not.
It can any dependents can come while you are studying as well. It doesn't have to be after you finish your studies.
Okay, and she can work during my study, or when she will be eligible for study or for work.
It's a bit complicated about that. The visitor visa does not allow you to work while you are in Cyprus, but there is another type of visa, working visa, if any dependent would like to do that visa instead.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
and I think they also had some nomad visa where, after you graduate, you could have like a nomad visa, but that means your income needs to come. It has to be a specific income for each family. As I mentioned, you can't be receiving like 1,000 euros and have dependents here with you. So, Ketan, please feel free to reach out to us and on Monday, and we will have a one-to-one with you regarding all your inquiries about that. We do have another question. I think just two more questions, and then we need to close. Can I stay back after studies for work? And I think Giannos, now they're allowing students post-work visa, right? After they graduate.
Yeah, correct, Andrea. Yeah, correct. So at the moment, the guidelines from the government are that master degree graduates are allowed to stay for 1 year to look for a job. The university, of course, as we have said, assists them through the different collaborations we have. If they manage to secure a job, it's up to the new employer to do the transition from student to work visa. The government is also trying to introduce as well, hopefully it will be done very soon, for bachelor degree graduates as well to stay for 1 year and work also. Try to stay for 1 year to look for a job as well. As Miss Andrie said, there is a lot of demand now for hospitality, IT, sciences
Nursing.
related graduates, nursing, of course. These fields are very, very popular and high demand in Cyprus. So our graduate students easily find employment in this area as well. And we have some cases that they have managed from the bachelor degree graduation level to find employment as well, because it was too high demand for them and they required their student to stay in Cyprus. So yes, there are opportunities, of course. Cyprus is a business hub as well, from apart from an education hub. We have a lot of huge companies established here in Cyprus. Their headquarters are here. So yeah, the different universities around Cyprus take advantage of that. And all of us promote our students because that is the main goal for someone to graduate and go directly into the employment market and be very, very happy with their studies as well.
Yeah, I think I love your motto. It says, proud to be unique.
Yeah,
Unique.
exactly.
Yeah, and it's true. It is a high-ranking university, and nothing to envy from any other university. I think UNIC is the first university to actually be part of Greece, which has, again, high-ranking universities. It's the only university, actually, as you said. And the last one for today, and if you have any other questions, please feel free to either, call us, use the number that we have. Priyanka, please add the numbers there that people can send us messages, because I'm getting the direct messages. Call our office and we will be happy to meet with you, answer all your questions. Priyanka, please give them where they can WhatsApp the office. The final one is, I have completed my bachelor's degree in law, LLB. I'm currently a bit confused whether it would be better to pursue a master's degree in law in Cyprus or choose business. So, yeah, no.
Okay, both pathways are correct. We have, of course, our MBA program, a fantastic program with different pathways, which will be able to give you that business aspect and studies that the law degrees that do not give you. There are a lot of different master programs that you can choose from, and it will depend, as Alicia previously stated, on what you would like to do. What are your plans? Where you would like to work? What are the pathways that you would like to follow? So yeah, we are free to discuss. Our partners also will be able to advise you on the available options. And yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. Like you said, it is a business hub. So I do know a good number of lawyers, they studied law and they're working in corporate law, which is very important now. Every single company needs to have their own corporate lawyer, their own accountant, their own. So yes, these will never ever end. Even with AI, you need to have it done by a person, I think, right? You're not going to send AI in there to be sign a contract for you, or whether it could be done.
Yeah.
But, so,
and as you correctly stated, Andrea, yeah, in today's world, I mean, there are so many aspects of law around every company, every organization, so many different departments and positions, including law, contracts, legislations. There are so many markets based around law. So yeah, there are a lot of different things that someone can do, of course.
Yeah, you have the LLB and then you have the LLM, right? Would be the LLM.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And a master's degree in international relations and European studies as well, of course.
Really, this is the last question, Giannos, all right? This is really the last question. Now, once they arrive, and for example, this confused personality says, you know what, I thought I wanted to do an MBA, but now that I'm here, I regret it, and I want to do LLM. Can they change it?
Yes, they can, yes. Once they arrive, there is a period of around 3 weeks to a month, if I'm not mistaken, where they have the ability to change their subject and register for the specific subject. Yes, that is allowed.
Okay. Thank you very much. And thank you for sharing your time with us on this Saturday afternoon. Christmas is just around the corner. Thank you, Giannos, and thank you for sharing UNIC Cyprus, UNIC Athens, everything that you have to offer for our team. Thank you,
My
everyone.
pleasure. My pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
it was
you.
an
Thank you,
amazing
Giannos.
presentation.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, everyone.
Priyanka. Thank you, Andrie.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Giannos.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're
You all.
welcome. Bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.